So that's it for the pros. Now let's get on to the cons. Now, the number one thing I wrote on this list, and this is the number one thing that actually bothers me the most, is that you cannot press the home menu while you're online. I don't understand why you can't do that. You guys know how if you're playing online on 360 or PS3, you can press the home button and the X and B will load up, or you know, the 360 menu will load up. For some strange reason, on a system with 4 times the amount of RAM, Nintendo has not enabled us, you know, to press the home button while we're in an online lobby or in an online game. So I don't understand that. So the frustrating thing is, like, you get a notification, right? You want to check what that notification is, but you're in an online game, you're in an online lobby, so you can't press the home button to check your notifications or friends list or how your downloads are going or anything like that. You have to be offline to press the home button. And that also goes back to the whole universal screenshot feature. You can't use the screenshot feature online because you can't access the home button online. See what I'm saying? So that is a huge flaw. Nintendo, you need to patch that in. Let us press the home menu while we are online. Thank you. Number 2, no party chat feature. Now, I don't see this as a big deal. I don't see it as a necessity, but here's the thing. When you have something like the Miiverse, you see what I'm saying? You should have something like a party chat. You see what I mean? Because, like I said, the Miiverse is a community. It keeps connected to Wii U owners all the time. You can add randoms on the Miiverse. Here's the thing, like if you guys you have a group of people on the Miiverse, you guys are talking, you know, you guys like each other, you know, you're cool, you become homeboys, you all at each other. Well, you can't party chat now. And like I said, I know a lot of us, you know, here on YouTube, you know, we Skype or whatever. I'm not talking about me personally. I'm talking about everybody else. Everybody doesn't Skype, you know, like we do or whatever. So see that's so that's the thing. You see what I'm saying? When you have the Miiverse, something that efficient and connecting Wii U owners and getting them to add each other, see what I'm saying? You should also have a feature in Nintendo that will enable these people to talk to each other. There is Wii U chat, but that's just one-on-one. At least give us a party chat like thing of 4 people. I mean, even the Wii had the Wii Speak channel, which allowed 4 people to go into a room and talk to each other. The Wii U doesn't have that, so that's really weird how the Wii U doesn't even have a feature that the original Wii had. That makes no sense. So Nintendo, you know, give Wii U owners, you know, a kind of party chat system. Number 3, 0 to no customization. Now, it doesn't come as a surprise for those of you guys who, you know, haven't had a DS, 3DS, DSi, a Wii, all that shit. But yeah, for those of you hoping for any kind of customization, no. Flat out, no. You can't change the color of the background, no background pictures, nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? There's no customization. The operating system, the image you see on the screen, that's what you get. You can't tinker with it at all. The only thing you can switch around is, of course, you know, how the channels or, you know, the games or the apps, how they're laid out. That's pretty much it. You have 0 to no customization on the Wii U at all. Bummer. Number 4, limited audio output. We all know it has no optical port in it. Now, you could get an optical adapter, but, you know, then again, that's going out of your way buying something extra, you know, for your system. You know, back in the day, 360 didn't have any built-in Wi-Fi. A lot of the 360 guys said, oh, you just buy a Wi-Fi adapter, so, you know, let's just be fair, you know, and we were all like, oh, well, that's extra money you gotta spend. So, you know, let's just be fair, you know, if you get an optical adapter, that's extra money, that's something you have to go out and buy. And also, my friend Malkberry, like, he explained his situation. He plays his games on a projector, but the Wii U doesn't support 2 separate audio channels, if I'm saying that correctly. Basically, you can't run the image through the HDMI, and you can't run the audio through a component cable or composite cable or something like that. See what I'm saying? It has to be both audio and video through the HDMI, or it has to be both audio or video through the composite or component cable. You see what I'm saying? You can't have one over here and one over there. So that sucks. That's a bummer for a lot of you guys. Personally, not a problem for me because, like I said, I've never really even used optical ports on my PS3 or 360. Never really did that. But I know a lot of people, you know, you guys like doing things, you know, with your sound and audio, stuff like that. So I know that sucks a lot for you guys. Number 5, no folders. I'm the kind of guy, you know, I like my shit organized. You know, I don't like, you guys know how when you download something on the Wii, Wii U, 3DS, whatever, you know, it just lays it out, whatever. I really don't like that. I like having my shit, you know, in folders and categorized, which is weird because the 3DS has folders, but for some reason the Wii U does not have folders at launch, which is just doesn't really make any sense to me, considering the fact that it seems like it would be something very easy to implement. You know what I mean? That just really doesn't kind of make any sense to me, but hopefully they'll implement that in the future. Number 6, limited storage for retail downloads. You guys already know this, you know, no surprise. If you get a deluxe bundle, 32 gigabytes, and you're just downloading eShop games, you know, about the smaller, you know, indie games or whatever, yeah, the 32 gigs actually lasts you a while, because, you know, those games are just, you know, 50 MB, 100 MB, 500 MB. The biggest game I think is 2 gigs right now, which is Trine 2. I believe that's 2 gigs, and I believe that's the biggest game. But yeah, even on just 32 gigs, if you're just downloading the eShop exclusive titles, you know, you should be fine for a while. But if you're downloading, if you plan on going digital this gen for retail games, hell no, you're gonna have to buy an external hard drive. You're gonna have to do that. There's no way you can get by on 32 gigs. Like, the only games you could like freaking buy on there and that'll actually fit is New Super Mario Bros. U, which is 2 gigs, and Nintendo Land, which is 3.5 or 3.7 gigs, I believe. But everything else is pretty sizable, you know, pretty big. So you're gonna have to buy a hard drive for that shit. Number 7, loading times are a lot slower than they should be. I wouldn't say they're painfully slow, but, you know, they're just a lot slower, you know, than they should be. Like, let's say you go to the home menu, you know, close software, you just want to return to the Wii U menu. Sometimes, you know, it might take a sec. If you load up an app, you know, sometimes it'll take longer than it should. So Nintendo, hurry up and, you know, roll out those updates, you know, that make the system run faster, because right now it should be running a lot faster, you know, than it actually is. So yeah, the system is running a little slow right now. Like I said, it's not painfully slow. It's not something that'll make, you know, like yell at the console, yell at the screen, but it's a lot slower, you know, than it should be. Where am I at? Number 8, your Nintendo Network ID is tied to your system. Now, I think I remember reading somewhere that Nintendo planned on releasing an update that will make it accessible to other systems. I'm not sure on that. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. But as of right now, your Nintendo Network IDs are tied to your Wii U. So if you go over to your friend's house, you cannot download, you know, or redeem your Nintendo Network ID or account, you know, on your friend's Wii U. You have to bring your Wii U with you. So you can't redeem it like you can on PSN and Xbox Live. Number 9, no on-screen notifications. Now, on the Wii U, for those of you who may not know, when you get a notification, the blue light around the home button right here, you know, that it flashes or whatever. And sometimes you see that, but sometimes you don't. You see what I mean? On Xbox Live, on PSN, you know, you have a thing that pops up at the bottom center of the screen or the top right of the screen saying, so-and-so did this, so-and-so is online, whatever. With the Wii U, it's a blue flashing light that you don't see all the time. See what I'm saying? So, constantly on the Wii U, you are missing notifications. See what I'm saying? Sometimes you'll miss it. Somebody sends you a message, sends you a game invite, you know, things of that nature. So if somebody's calling you on Wii U chat, you can easily miss it if you're not looking at your controller. So Nintendo, please give us on-screen notifications. You can keep the blinking light, just do the blinking light and the on-screen notification at the same time. Bam. There we go. Where am I at? Oh, last thing, number 10. Adding friends can be a little tricky. Now, don't get me wrong. It's just it's kind of a weird situation. Like, if you go to your friends list and you try to add a friend, you can add them on your friends list, but they won't get a notification that you actually added them. So through your friends list, if you're going to add somebody, you have to tell them that, hey, I added you, and they have to add you back. Now, if you go to the Miiverse and you try to add somebody, then it acts normally. You send somebody a request, you add them, and it actually sends them a request. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird, you know. Nintendo kind of has it, you know, like kind of weird. Like, they have the Miiverse friend adding better and easier than the friends list friend adding. You see what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Nintendo needs to, you know, kind of take the way the Miiverse adding is set up and integrate that, you know, into the friends list. And speaking of the friends list, go ahead and make this number 11 for the cons. They need to integrate a messaging system onto the friends list. If you want to send your friends a message, you have to load up the Miiverse. I mean, which doesn't take a long time or anything like that. But, you know, on a friends list, I think, you know, the messaging system should just be integrated, you know, on the friends list. Because I should be able to go to my friends to see who's online. Oh, he's online. Let me send him a message saying, hey, you can play with me. But no, on the Wii U, you say, oh, he's online. Okay, now I got to load up the Miiverse to send him a message. See what I'm saying? It's just kind of clunky. Yeah, it is a couple extra button presses. But like I said, it's inconvenience. It doesn't make sense to have it set up that way. So Nintendo, Fix that shit now. But yeah, that's it for my list of pros and cons, people. Bottom line, closing thoughts, final verdict. Basically, first let me say this. For those of you who are like solo Nintendo gamers, you're gonna love the hell out of this system. This system is gonna be a 10 out of 10 for you. Like those of you who went solo last gen, with the Wii, you're gonna love the fuck out this system. It is gonna be amazing for you. For those of you who are like me, a Nintendo fan who has also, owned and games, on the other platforms or whatever, it's a good system. It's a solid, 8 out of 10. For those of you who are, Nintendo fans, but you wouldn't say Nintendo's your favorite, and they're not your, primary choice. See what I'm saying? But you like Nintendo. The system is more like, a 7.5, somewhere along those lines, things like nature, 7 to 7.5, somewhere around that mark. So, it's not a bad system at all, even for, like I said, the people who simply just like Nintendo or whatever. But I know a lot of you, want me to answer the question, should you buy a Wii U? If you're a Nintendo fan, yeah, go ahead and buy one right now. If you're casual about Nintendo, if a couple games interest you, yeah, go ahead and buy it. If you're somebody who's not necessarily into Nintendo like that or whatever, should you buy a Wii U right now? Honestly, no. Wait down the line to where more games come out, that interest you. But for me, I would have to give the Wii U right now an 8 out of 10. Like I said, for the person who may not consider themselves a, really a Nintendo fan, but somebody simply likes Nintendo, the system is more of, like a 7.5 or a 7 out of 10, somewhere around there. Not bad, it's a decent console. See what I'm saying, for people like that. So that's it for my video. That's for this video, guys. Like I said, no bias, no bullshit, no sugarcoating, nothing like that. That's my final verdict on the Wii U. I'm also going to be putting up a video on my final verdict on Zombie U. So look forward to that video. But those are my thoughts, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you fools later. Peace.